I want to start with something that's happening right now. From your party, there's a there is a Paribartan Yatra that's happening. When Mamata Banerjee is asked about the Rath Yatra, she says, I am a street fighter. I am a people's politician. While the BJP people are stuck inside their vehicles, they are not people's politicians. They don't come in contact with the public. How would you respond to that?
How can I respond to something which is untrue? And that is exactly what I want to tell Didi, that when, as a chief minister, you're expected to use a certain kind of a language and not call untrue, and probably use the word untrue instead of saying lie. I think that political discourse in Bengal, the one that has been led and Anupraranad, inspired by Didi, has to change. Governance has to come back. If she's a street fighter, she should have the ethos or the sportsman spirit to say, Salam Alaikum to someone, Jai Shri Ram to someone else, Joy Ma Kali to someone else, and not run after people or think that Jai Shri Ram or any such slogan could be something that can irk her and kind of say that I was being heckled by that kind of a thing. So I am a two-time MP. I have a little bit of tamjam that moves around with me, which makes me a little embarrassed when I visit places where Didi's police and people torture
But
people.
You break out of that.
No, but I don't have black glasses. But ask what her people around her, she's the post and the rest are the lampposts, as one of her ministers said. Check out their cars. All of them are with absolute pitch dark glasses, which is not only not people friendly, but also illegal in terms of the Motor Vehicles Act.
Are you saying that this whole street fighter image is a thing of the past now, and they're trying to just invoke that in people's minds because of the election?
The biggest change, why should I say, the Trinamool Congress itself, when they used to erect Mamata Banerjee's banners, used to say Shototar Pratik. They have themselves taken it away. So why do we have to say anything? What we want in Bengal is a real climate change. As a climate change minister, I can play with words. Then I could say that the left and the Trinamool Congress under Mamata Banerjee were two bad weathers that Bengal faced. The climate of Bengal is that of literature, that of science, that of elan, that of great freedom fighters, that of heritage. So that climate has to come back. We do not need to be on national news for an entire day, only when the elections are happening and Didi's goons or her men are rampaging democracy, killing people and BJP workers is one thing that you have already heard yesterday. So we need governance back in Bengal. This entire weather has to change, and the real climate of Bengal, that of governance, that of what Bengal thinks today, the world thinks tomorrow, right? That class has to come back, and for that, this entire political discourse that has started with the left and now has reached the lowest possible level with Trinamool, once that comes to an end, and we will definitely do that by
because the Trinamool accuses you of having no agenda and therefore trying to make Jai Shri Ram, which you just mentioned right now, into a kind of war cry in Bengal. They say that it is religious, it is polarizing. We heard Amit Shah, the Home Minister, yesterday saying that it is a cultural refrain, and why shouldn't it be part of the election campaign as well? But by saying Jai Shri Ram repeatedly, and now with Mamata Banerjee also adding to that and invoking Durga, so it has become like a Ram versus Durga kind of thing in Bengal. Is it that? Is that the kind of reaction you wanted from Mamata?
No, you can't expect the kind of reaction that is befitting of a chief minister. Honestly, I came from outside politics. Yeah. I had nothing to do with politics. I was not in college in any kind of political party with a political aspiration. So I saw things a little differently. And trust me, as a guy who's an MP for 6 years, what I've seen in Bengal is absolutely atrocious. What she has done with the administration, how she creates roadblocks, is the center. And if I take this bottle, how do I show you? This is my first-hand experience. I would tell you, if this is a bottle, in a federal structure, how she has killed the federal structure. And I think the constitution makers, they did not envisage a state which would have a chief minister like this who's going to kill the federal structure, leave apart democracy in this manner. This is a bottle in a federal structure. Some of the, some of it is supposed to come from the central government. The rest of it should come from the state. Right? There are 3 pillars, including the panchayats and the municipal bodies, which again come under the state. But apart from wasting the money that come from center or blocking it or disrupting in some manner, she also ensures that this portion from the state doesn't come and the bottle also remains punctured. If I can give you an example, this is what I would say about Didi. And this is my experience not as a politician, but as a person who has entered politics from outside. So whether it is Jai Shri Ram, whether it is she's calling, Jai Ma Durga, I don't think that she needs to put this, this Hindu gods against each other.
Because
this is what she's doing. Why she's putting, Jai Shri Ram against. Yeah, but there's no need to. This is dividing the lords. If you come and tell me on stage, Salam Alaikum, will I say that you're trying to heckle me because, members of our party, as accused by Trinamool Congress, is allegedly using Jai Shri Ram as a war cry? No, I will say Salam Alaikum to you and I'll start the program. That's what is expected of people who have taken the oath from the constitution. But she wouldn't do that. And that is exactly, the less we talk about Mamata Banerjee is better now because it's not what she says.
Yeah,
it's what the people have already decided they're going to say come the elections, and we're going to make sure that democracy is not killed and everyone gets to cast their vote.